YouTube. Hey, I got another video that I want to share with you guys. It's just another video for me sharing my thoughts. What I actually thought about was that you guys really don't want backwards compatibility. You don't want backwards compatibility. The reason why I say that is because backwards compatibility isn't really embraced like people claim it either it is or actually like what people actually want. Like, people really don't want the backwards compatibility. Reason why I say this is because of how Xbox was embraced with the backwards compatibility program. It's a good program. I think it's great. I think the stuff that they did with it was amazing. But it wasn't a selling point. And I don't think backwards compatibility is ever going to be a selling point. It's just an extra feature of the console. You know what I mean? It's just an extra feature. I mean, most people who go from, who jump into next generation, a lot of them forget about last gen. As a matter of fact, they take advantage of these trade-in programs and they trade in their old consoles. A lot of them. A lot of people. Only the fans. Only the, I would consider, niche. Now, hey, if you disagree, please let me know in the comment section. I'm not claiming to be right. I'm just giving you my observation over the years when it comes to backwards compatibility. And honestly, I just feel like it's just not embraced like people act like it. They act like they want it. They act like they want backwards compatibility. But the truth is I don't see a lot of embracing when it comes to backwards compatibility. Now, it's a great feature. And I think personally, as a gaming fan, it's a big deal. But I think the mass market, just the general public, general consumer, they don't give a rat's ass about backwards compatibility. They don't care. Like I said, it's an extra feature. And I think that if people really love backwards compatibility that much, I think that would help the Xbox sales. Another prime example of backwards compatibility and how people didn't want it was the PlayStation 3. The launch PlayStation 3, that was actually like the best you can get of any system ever. Launch PlayStation 3 at $599 was an absolute steal for what it could do. And we talking, it could run every game natively, hardware. You stick a PlayStation 2 or 1 disc in there and it would work along with the PlayStation 3, bro. To be honest with you, I really don't understand how PlayStation caught so much heat behind a system like that. We're talking a system that was running Blu-ray discs. Blu-ray. We never really heard of Blu-ray until around that era. You know what I mean? Watching 1080p, native 1080p movies. Taking full advantage of the HD TVs that we have today. Taking full advantage of it. That technology. HDMI output. Backwards compatibility. Full native hardware backwards compatibility. And built-in Wi-Fi. I mean, you name it. That $599 price was justified. Absolutely, without a doubt, the PlayStation 3's launch price was justified. The problem with that was people just couldn't afford it. That's just the truth of things. People could not afford it. I think that if people could afford it, it would have sold a lot better. And I think that people actually people fake complain. It was like a fake mad, a fake anger when it came to the PS3's launch price and stuff like that. It's crazy. No, bro. Look at the stuff it can do. The Xbox 360 launched at $399 and it couldn't do half the shit the PS3 could do. Not to mention the hardware failure was through the roof. No one complained about that. Xbox 360 came out with a DVD drive DVDs, and then they sold you an HD DVD drive for another $200. And they sold you a Wi-Fi adapter with it for another $100. Plus they sold you battery packs because they gave you a battery controller for another $30. Come on, man. If you put all of those together, all of those extra, doohickeys, add-ons to the Xbox 360, it would be the price would be higher than the PlayStation 3. Mind you, the original Xbox Xbox 360 launched at $399. $399. Without a rechargeable battery pack, without a Wi-Fi antenna, with a 20 gigabyte hard drive. 20 gigabytes, I think it launched with, I believe. Yes, babe. Yeah. That was my wife. She told me it's dinner time. I'm going to finish this video real quick. But look, it came bare bones, man. Bare bones. Not to mention it, like I said, it sold you the HD DVD drive. Imagine buying an HD DVD drive and then a couple years later, they shit canned the HD DVD stuff. You'd be pretty mad, I would assume. I know I would be. Because we still running Blu-rays today. Blu-rays is actually still the standard of besides, of course, streaming. You know what I mean? 4K Blu-ray ain't even still, it's not that accessible. It's a lot better than what it used to be. It's more affordable than what it used to be, but it's still not really the standard. We still on them deep Blu-rays. The point I'm trying to make is, people bitched, cried, complained, whined, cried about the PlayStation 3's launch price. It had full backwards compatibility. It ran all of the games natively. No problem, flawlessly. And people bitched, cried, and complained. Bitch complained everything. And you mean to tell me now you want some backwards compatibility? You want backwards compatibility now? Sony tried to give it to you. Sony tried to give you all the bells and whistles you wanted for a nice $5.99 price. Despite the fact, screw that. They tried to give it to you. You didn't want it. A lot of you. The ones that's complaining about it. Put it like that. Those of you that complain about $5.99 for a marvel of a system as the PlayStation 3, you don't want it. You didn't want it. And you don't want backwards compatibility now. Now, don't say you want it now. You really don't want it. That's just the truth of things. I'm out there. Look, I'm giving you my honest thoughts and opinions. I'm not selling you nothing. It's just not. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to sell you something. That's not me. I'm here to just share my thoughts with you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, if backwards compatibility was that big of a deal, I think a lot more Xbox Ones would have been flying right off the shelf. It just would have been. I think that would have closed the gap some. It would have closed the gap. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Here I come. I'm coming. Look. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, man. I forgot my train of thought. But no. Y'all don't want it. Period. Y'all don't want it. It would, like I said, it would have closed the gap. The gap would have been closed on the Xbox One. Considerably. It would have been. That's all I wanted to say. Wrong. Hit me up in the comment section. Like the video. Like the comment. I think I said that already. Comment. Like it. If you like it, like it. And for you clowns that's thumbs down in my shit, thanks. Hit me up on Twitter. Rome Rush. Rome Go Large. @Rome Go Large. Search me, Rome Rush. I'm out of here, man. I just want to share my thoughts real quick. Bottom line, you don't want backwards compatibility. You didn't want the PlayStation 3 when they offered it to you. You don't want the PlayStation 5. Let the PlayStation 5 come out at $600, $700 and it can run all PlayStation games. All of them. Natively. Hardware. You would be crying. Y'all would be freaking crying. Wrong, and I'm gone.